just can't keep a good guy down. They can't keep a good... Listen, man, a wise philosopher or killer Chucky once said that. But anyway, I'm back. So listen, man, shout outs to everybody. I hope y'all are enjoying some good food, some good turkey. If you don't eat turkey, whatever it is that you eat during Thanksgiving time, I hope you're enjoying it. And I hope you're enjoying the family as well. So listen, I wanted to do some type of Thanksgiving type of video, right? So I found the top 10 scary Thanksgiving urban legends. I didn't even know there were Thanksgiving urban legends. So this is going to be not only shocking to you, but me as well to hear some of these Thanksgiving things go on. So if you're new to the channel, man, hit the subscribe button, join the fam. Look at this dude on the screen. Look at this fro. Look at this fro. You know what I mean? My fro ain't there yet, but I might grow mine out like that, man. Look at this fro, bro. He got the whole, like, yeah, I might do that, man. Look like the dudes who played like on NBA back in like what would it have been, like the 70s, 60s, something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I'm off topic. But we're gonna get into the video. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, join the fam. Moment of silence for the haters, that's enough. Now run the likes up. Let's get to the video.
Hey, Most Amazing Top 10 family, I am your host, Trey Arena, and welcome back to Most Amazing Top 10. For all of our American viewers, Thanksgiving is right around the corner, and right after that...
It's today. It's not right around the corner. It's today. I'm finna go crazy on these meals and this food.
Is my favorite American holiday, Black Friday. I love how one comes right after the other. It's like you spend Thanksgiving thinking about what you're thankful for, which makes you realize all the things you don't have. So you have to storm a Walmart like it's D-Day to get a flat screen. But we're not there yet. We're still just focusing on Thanksgiving, and that's why I'm bringing you today's list of top 10 scary Thanksgiving urban legends. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and hit the little notification bell. Also, stick around for the whole list because I'm gonna be doing more pet shoutouts because you guys love them so much. If anyone at home needs more Most Amazing Top 10 content, go check us out on Instagram. And if you're looking to buy some Most Amazing Top 10 merch, there's a link below. Click on the link, use the offer code MA10 for $5 off, which means you can grab a t-shirt for like 10 bucks, which is a sweet deal. And without taking any longer, let's get into this list. At number 10, we have the Wishbone. If you cut into a whole turkey or even a chicken, then you might come across a wishbone. It's a bone shaped like a U, and what you're supposed to do is have one person grab on one side, another person grab on another side, and then both people pull. You both make a wish, and the person who gets the bigger side of the bone gets their wish granted. It's an old little trick you can...
Like, I ain't heard of this one since I probably was a kid, bro. This triggered like an old memory, a younger memory from a kid. Like, people still do this though? I didn't even know people still did this.
And the person who gets the bigger side of the bone gets their wish granted. It's an old little trick you can do. There is a legend about a boy on Thanksgiving who was upset with his family. He wanted to spend Thanksgiving weekend with his friends, but his family wouldn't let him because Thanksgiving is about spending time with your family. So he spent it with his family. The wishbone was found, he took it, split it with his sister, and then he wished his whole family would just leave him alone. The wishbone snapped and he got the larger side. That night he went to bed a little grumpy, but when he woke up in the morning he would have a lot more to worry about. And the next day he was the first one awake. He went downstairs and started playing video games. A few hours had passed and still no one had gotten up. So he decided to go check on his parents. He walked into the room and they weren't there. So he went to go check in his sister's room and
Is this fool telling the movie Home Alone story right now? What did anybody else stop and say, nah, this is like Home Alone, Macaulay Culkin, huh? Kevin, he played Kevin in the movie. Like,
and she wasn't...
This just screams that movie right now.
Check on his parents. He walked into the room and they weren't there. So he went to go check in his sister's room and she wasn't there as well. Come to think of it, the family dog was nowhere to be found. He searched the whole house until eventually he had to call the police. They came and after investigation, nothing could be found as to where his family went. The boy was then put into the foster system and the disappearance of his family was never explained. A classic case of be careful what you wish for. This sounds like an old tale to tell kids to be thankful for their families, but who knows?
That took a turn for the worse. I was not expecting him to say his family was never found and he had to go into foster care. Yo, that would mess me up my entire life. Because I would have really hung on to the fact that I really wished my family away. Yeah, he said it best. Be careful what you wish for.
At number 9, we have Thanksgiving happened every year. Some people think that Thanksgiving started in the 1600s and has been an unbroken chain of thankfulness ever since then. Well, that is extremely false. It wasn't until the 1940s that Thanksgiving was consistent, and it definitely wasn't consistent back in the 16 and 1700s. The scary part about this urban legend is it's basically a cover-up. The idea that Thanksgiving has existed throughout the setting of America would give the impression that there was a constant time of peace between the Native Americans and the European settlers. Which, if you know anything about history, you know that the Europeans were ruthless, and the way they treated the Native Americans is one of the worst stains on human history. There wasn't annual meetings of peace. There was constant carnage as European troops spread disease and nearly wiped out an entire race of people in one of the worst genocides of all time. At number 8, the busiest shopping day of the year is Black Friday. I talked about this in the intro, and it wouldn't be a Thanksgiving list without a couple points about Black Friday. The common conception about Black Friday is that it is
I knew he was going here, fam. This just always, it triggers a memory of me working at Walmart, bro. And working at Walmart, you had to work Black Friday. It was just mandatory for us back then. We had to work it. So going in there, this is what you would see, bro. This is what you would see. This is why I never go into a store on Black Friday. You can consider me scarred. I have PTSD from it. But back then, I used to love to go in there to work because I knew it was going to be an action-packed day, bro. And we would do things like it's kind of like, you know, how you got a pack of wolves or you got a pack of hungry dogs or something, and you just toss that meat out there in front of them. That's how we would slide the electronics on the floor in between like an angry mob of people and just be like, they have to wait till you let the pallet down off the pallet jack, and then you pull it off and you be like, all right, go for it. And they go crazy.
It's always been and always will be the busiest shopping day of the year. Now, it has been a very busy shopping day for a very long time, but it was never the busiest. It wasn't until 2003 that Black Friday took the title of Supreme Sales Overlord. Before that, Black Friday would just sit somewhere in the top 5, usually around number 4. It wasn't even on the podium. Now, how did this beautiful day of mob mentality work its way all the way to the top? Well, it was just marketing. Heavy marketing campaigns across several companies like Walmart, Target, and Best Buy, and so many others got Americans revved up and bloodthirsty for slightly better sales. They manipulated all of us into thinking we needed to shop till we drop on Black Friday, and it worked. This holiday is so serious that it is stretched into Canada and the UK. Black Friday is so big it even has a sister holiday, Cyber Monday. The day is so big they had to stretch it. Christmas doesn't even get that treatment. At number 7,
yeah, it's not even that serious, bro. You can find all these deals online, man. Don't y'all be that crazy. Don't be out there being that person. I know some of y'all are, but chill. Ease it back, fam. It's not that serious. And y'all act like you never get an opportunity to get it again. Don't be that person. And I know some of y'all are. Y'all chomping at the bits for Black Friday tomorrow, man. Have fun.
Thanksgiving was a trap. Thanksgiving is supposed to be a time when the Native Americans and settlers came together in peace to share food and give thanks. But there are some historians who think this might have all been a ploy. What better way to gain someone's trust than to cook them a bunch of food? It's like when someone crazy asks you out and you say no, but they're like, hey, come over and I'll cook dinner for you. And you're like, well, I guess I could risk it. The more I've dug around the internet, the more tidbits I found that the settlers might have been planning an attack on the Native Americans way before Thanksgiving. That they used the celebration as a way to get closer to them, and then once they were in, they turned their guns on them and started to wipe them out. At number 6, we have halal turkeys. There was a rumor floating around that the company Butterball was secretly making halal turkeys. As this rumor spread around, there were a few people, not many, but there were a few that were up in arms about secretly being given halal turkeys, which they called terrorist turkeys, which is super racist. First off, I need to state this is not true. Butterball isn't secretly making halal turkeys, but the reason I put this on this list of scary Thanksgiving urban legends is because it's scary that people care. Who cares if you're eating halal meat? It doesn't make a difference. Do you feel weird about eating kosher meat? Because it's almost the same thing. Thanksgiving is about being thankful and coming together, not making false rumors and freaking out because you might be exposed to another culture. But like I said,
Sheesh, look at that turkey right there. Good Lord. That turkey was like, fam. Bro, that can't be right. That's not right. That can't be right.
Most people don't care about this at all. If you know someone who does care about eating a halal turkey, then you should probably stop hanging out with them. It's not a big deal at all. At number 5, we have Maggot pumpkins. There was a rumor flying around a few years ago that the canned pumpkin you can buy to make pumpkin pie had a certain percentage of maggot DNA in it. Basically, people were saying that companies who make this stuff were using old, rotted pumpkins that were filled with maggots and throwing them in with the good pumpkins. Those maggots would then get blended up and millions of Americans would be eating pumpkin pie with a hint of fly larvae.
See, I eat sweet potato. I'm a sweet potato type of dude. So I'm a sweet potato pie kind of guy. You know what I mean? I'm a sweet potato pie kind of guy. I ain't never had pumpkin like that, so I couldn't tell you how that goes or anything like that.
Very, very gross. Of course, this was quickly debunked, probably because it wasn't true, or was it a cover-up by big evil pumpkin companies? At number 4, we have Halloween cross Thanksgiving. You might not know this about Thanksgiving, but it used to be very similar to Halloween. No one was handing out candy, but people would dress up and walk around all over their cities. It was a common theme that people would dress up like homeless people. For obvious reasons, this tradition fell off. It's probably one of the most insulting things you could do to a person with no home. Imagine if I was like you, that would be crazy. I'm gonna go sit next to my fireplace now. Very rude. But the urban legend of why this ended was that homeless people would take this opportunity to blend in and steal people's children's, taking them to try and get ransom money or selling them to other people. It would be very difficult to tell who's who when everyone's dressed up the same. The perfect time to try and catch and resell a kid for 20 bucks. That's how much a human life is worth, right? 20 bucks? I don't know. At number 3, we have Macys Day.
Yo, some sick people in the world that. Now I gotta start thinking about man. See? And people nowadays don't even wear disguise. They just show up and be sickos.
Day Parade deaths. One of the biggest events of Thanksgiving is the massive Macys Day Parade. There's a bunch of floats, a ton of balloons, and everyone is dressed up in their best fall fashion look. Throughout the years of the parade, there have been rumors that people have been killed. Some of them talk about a rogue balloon or float crashing into the crowd and mowing down hundreds of people. Other urban legends talk about a riot breaking out and cops firing right into the crowd. I did as much digging as I could find, and I couldn't find any hard evidence to confirm any of these rumors, but I did find this amazing video. At number 2, we have the Macys Day Parade.
Like, my grandma watches that every year, man. I gotta call her after this video. I gotta call her, man. The Macys Day, that's the thing for her. She watches that, so she probably remembers, but I can't remember of anybody or any traumatic event happening at the Macys Day Parade. I don't mean that it didn't happen, it just means I don't remember it. But like, even Queen, she's like dying to go there one day and just be there at the Macys Day Parade. That's like on her bucket list, I guess.
Killer. Let's keep on the theme of brutality at parades made for kids and families. I've heard of this legend many times, that there's a person, a serial killer, who picks their victim every year at the Macys Day Parade. It's unknown what this person looks like.
Okay, so let's just scratch that. Now I won't be going. Me and Queen won't be going now, if this is true.
Their victim every year at the Macys Day Parade. It's unknown what this person looks like or why they choose the parade to seek out their victim. Maybe they want to be thankful for something just like the rest of us. This killer never harms his victim at the parade but waits until the night of Thanksgiving. Maybe slips into their window while they're in a food coma from eating too much stuffing, or waits until they go out for a smoke break after their meal. The reason this psycho uses the cover of the parade to stalk his victim is because it makes him harder to find. In the crowd, they can watch, they can take pictures, they can follow you back to your car, they can write down your license plate, and then just wait. Wait until the perfect moment to make sure this Thanksgiving will be your last. Whoa! And at number 1 on the list, we have Cannibal Thanksgiving, another classic urban legend of Thanksgiving. A family gets together for their regular Thanksgiving rituals. All the kids come through, some aunts and uncles, but this year something is different. Aunt Becky has everyone over year after year for turkey, but this year she's serving ham. Some people are a little disappointed, but they all sit down and start eating and everyone is having a good time. One thing is off, Uncle Tom isn't there there, and Aunt Becky uses this as an opportunity to tell everyone that her and Uncle Tom have gotten a divorce. He won't be joining them this evening. Everyone eats, laughs, has a great time. Now it's time to clean up. All of the kids help. They pack up all the leftovers, and all the leftover ham gets bagged up and ready to put in the freezer. They keep it in there so they can make some soup later. Becky says not to worry about it, that she'll take care of putting everything away. Becky steps away into the bathroom for a moment, and one of the younger boys thinks, well, I'll just pack it up and then I'll go put it into the freezer while she's in the bathroom so she doesn't have to worry about it. So he heads into the garage carrying a few bags of meat, opens up the chest freezer, and then is
He finna find him in the freezer, right? He not finna find him in the freezer. Please tell me she didn't.
paralyzed with fear. In the freezer is a face he recognizes. Then the lights of the garage turn off. Boom, boom, boom. That's where it ends. All right, everyone, that's our list. Thank you all so much for tuning in. And now, as I promised,
So, I'm not going to, dog, I am going over somebody's house, maybe now, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, I won't be, volunteering to, pack the food up and help put it away. No, I don't want to discover nothing like that. Nothing. Whew. Now, if y'all hear somebody be like, oh, he's not going to be here with us this year, we separated, y'all going to get very suspicious. Don't blame me. Don't blame me at all. I didn't know about none of these urban legends, but that last one was crazy. That was insane. Ah, fam. How could y'all turn such... Wow. That would scar you for life. And you wouldn't even be able to go next to a deep freezer ever again, or a freezer in that capacity at all. Sheesh. Listen, man, y'all enjoy some good food. Hopefully y'all are safe and enjoy some good sports. If you're into football, you know what I mean? A highlight for me is watching the Cowboys lose. So if you're a Cowboys fan, I'm praying on your downfall. You know what I mean? So y'all get at me. Let me know what you thought of this video, and stick around and stay tuned, man. Until the next reaction, I'm gone. Peace.